Hey there, viewers. Losing inches, however now no longer pounds? We've all been there. No rely on how difficult your paint is out. You simply can't shed pounds. Wondering why? I would possibly have a solution for you. In today's video, we'll speak about weight reduction as opposed to fat loss. Is your frame composition changing? Are you constructing muscular tissues? Could thyroid or creatine be the motive? We'll be discussing all of those and greater. Weight loss versus fat loss. When you weigh yourself, the size can't inform if the more weight is because of fats, muscle, or water retention. Weight loss entails dropping frame weight. It may be your fats, muscular tissues, or water weight. But fats loss honestly matter to lose fats. You're likely greater inquisitive about dropping fats than weight altogether. Here's an instance. Two humans with identical weight and tops can appear different. The one with excessive muscle tissues will possibly have a greater described and toned frame. They'll additionally put on smaller-sized garments than the character with greater fats. In this manner, their frame composition is different. The different character desires to lose fats. Let's have a take at observe motives why you're dropping inches, however now no longer weigh. Are you looking to construct muscle? Have you attempted an excessive protein food regimen? How did it flip out for you? Share your reviews with people in the comments down below. 1. Your frame composition is changing. The primary motive you won't be dropping weight, notwithstanding food regimen manipulation and workout, in that you're constructing muscle. Muscles are key in case you need to appearance match. While it can be a chunk more difficult than usual, you may nevertheless construct muscle even in case you're dieting. As lengthy as you're consuming sufficient protein and exercising, it'll assist you to construct muscular tissues. A keto food regimen is an instance of an excessive protein food regimen that allows you to shed pounds and construct muscular tissues. The drawback of running out at the same time as dieting is that sometimes you can now no longer see a lot of modifications on the size. Put your garments will match greater easily. That, and also you're dropping inches. This is certainly suitable news. It matter your frame composition is changing. Your frame is dropping the extra fats and constructing muscle at the identical time. This will come up with a toned figure. Another motive for now no longer dropping weight at the same time as running out is due to the fact your muscular tissues may be sore, and also you are probably preserving water. So at the same time as your fats are reduced, your weight can also additionally display little change. Now whilst you're looking to shed pounds, it's viable you're dropping fats and gaining muscle. The loss in fats and advantage in muscle can bring about zero weight reduction or a good deal slower weight reduction over time. But if you're dropping inches, it'll make a difference. You would possibly search for excessive diets, which give you faster results. That's now no longer suitable for your general fitness. They paint greater on muscle loss and dehydration instead of slicing down your fats. A wholesome regime could be to hold and construct your muscle at the same time as slicing down the fats. This takes longer, however, is useful with inside the lengthy term. Have I sparked your hobby yet? Well then, hit that subscribe button and be part of our followers for greater exceptional content. 2. Taking creatine. If you're seeking to get greater out of your workouts, you can have begun taking creatine. This complement is pretty famous amongst humans seeking to enhance their overall performance in the health clubnasium. Studies have proven creatine can boom your muscle tissues and your workout overall performance as nicely as enhance your strength. It comes with different fitness blessings as nicely, along with safety from neurological sickness. But the drawback of taking creatine is that you have a tendency to hold water. It's ordinary to hold approximately 1 to 3 kilos of water when you begin taking creatine. Despite running difficult with inside the health clubnasium and taking supplements, in case you nevertheless don't see any modifications to your weight, there's no motive to worry. This is how your muscular tissues paintings to keep energy. 3. Increased bone density. When you begin your workout, you don't honestly deal with cardio. Instead, your instructor additionally guarantees you construct your muscular tissues so that you don't lose your frame shape and begin to sag. Lifting weights is one of the first-class approaches to assist remodel your shape. When you do resistance training, it'll boom your bone density. In this manner, you won't be as susceptible to interrupting your bones, and your general skeletal machine receives tougher. Increased bone density affects your weight, even though it is minimal. Possibly emerge as gaining 1/2 of a pound to 1 pound with inside the lengthy term. Mixed with the progressed muscle tissues, you would possibly see that your weight hasn't progressed as you desired it to. 4. Hormones. For women, reproductive hormones can affect how a good deal weight they lose. These hormones are key to how a good deal of water your frame retains. They're additionally liable for the burden fluctuations you enjoy throughout your month-to-month cycle. To effectively decide your weight, the first-class component to do could be to best weigh yourself within inside the first week of your month-to-month cycle. By doing this each month, you'll have a clearer photo of what your weight reduction or advantage is. If you weigh yourself weekly, or maybe daily, you'd see weight fluctuations at the same time as you're going through your cycle. This isn't always an accurate photo of wherein your modern-day weight is. It's vital to consider that fluctuating weight is pretty ordinary throughout the cycle. 5. Inflammation, meals intolerance, and allergies. Your frame might not be capable of taking positive meals at the same time as others will make you experience bloated. When your frame feels bloated, you may emerge as preserving water. This would possibly make you experience worn out and heavy. It's important a good way to music which meals are inflicting this so that you can keep away from consuming them at the same time as running for your weight. It may be difficult to do that because the intolerance can be mild. However, they emerge as inflicting troubles for your frame with inside the shape of preserving water. For instance, there are a terrific number of folks who can't digest dairy, but they nevertheless experience okay after having a number of it. This ought to appear to you as nicely. You ought to emerge as feeling bloated even though you didn't enjoy any horrific effects. This is identical to nuts. While you can now no longer be completely allergic, you would possibly have a few sensitivity to them. These reasons bloating, and you'll best emerge as preserving water. The first-class component to do could be to preserve a meal's diary and notice which meals are responsible. By putting off them for per week or two, you'll see if it makes a difference. 6. Water retention because of medication. Certain medicinal drugs ought to emerge as growing your weight through water retention. If you latterly began taking contraceptive pills, your frame will hold water at the same time as looking to stabilize the hormones. Other medicinal drugs along with aspirin and ibuprofen additionally make your frame hold water. The identical is going for beta blockers. If you're taking those medicinal drugs, you want to element that into your weight reduction plan. 7. Thyroid sickness. Hypothyroidism can purpose your frame to hold huge quantities of water and make you experience swollen. Other signs and symptoms of thyroid sickness include fatigue, hair loss, depression, and dry skin. If your weight the size aren't lowering, and also you see those signs and symptoms, it's first class to test with your health practitioner for thyroid sickness. Once you get a remedy and normalize your thyroid levels, your weight will come down as nicely. Losing weight may be challenging, however at the least, it's now no longer rocket science. All you want to recognize is what works and what doesn't. For instance, excessive diets aren't sustainable with inside the lengthy run. Similarly, there are meals you want to keep away from to shed pounds. Then there are famous weight reduction suggestions you may be following. Here are a pair of greater videos you should watch. Check out the motive why you're gaining weight at the same time as you sound asleep.